Welcome back to the Eskandy Sports podcast. I'm here with number 27, right?
Yeah.
ESPN top 60.
Top 6.
Top 60 recruit. Will Riley. Will, what's going on?
Good, how are you?
Good, bro. So I first met you. You're playing on TGG.
Yeah.
Where's that? London?
Kitchener.
Kitchener. And looked like a tall point guard hooping out. Carried that team. I'll put a link to that video. You remember that YouTube video?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was you went off. And since then, you were talked about. I don't think you were talked about as a top ESPN top 60 guy at that time. So I want to kind of bring everybody full circle and what you've been up to these last 2 years. Now you got to this point. So let's start with that. What do you think the biggest change has been over these last 2 years in your life?
I feel like my work ethic got a lot better throughout those years. Like 2 years ago, I wasn't taking basketball as serious as I was like a year ago, I'd say. So my work ethic got a lot better, like getting in the gym every day, 3 times a day, 2 times a day type of stuff. Getting my diet better, like increasing or decreasing the amount of sugar I take, stuff like that. Just like it helped me a lot throughout like getting better and getting my basketball game to where I want it to be.
And that's just on like an energy thing, right? Because like you've always been kind of slight. Like it's not like it was a weight thing at all. You're just so you found that cutting sugar actually helped you a lot.
Yeah.
How hard is that? You're 17, dude.
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't that hard to be honest, but it's something like I did.
Okay. When I watched you that time, in my head, I kind of pictured you as like almost like a LaMelo Ball type. You were playing the one at that time. How tall were you then? Like 6'3", 6'4"? Okay, we'll give you 6'4". I'd say 6'3". Okay, 6'4". 6'4", you were handling the ball a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like you like to pass.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think of your game, or who do you model your game after, and has it changed in the last 2 years?
I mean, I've always like grew up loving like Manu Ginobili's game.
Okay.
Kinda. But like just like his footwork and his way to like create himself around the basket, like Euro steps and his footwork and stuff. I always loved watching that. But I've got a lot of like LaMelo Ball comparison growing up. So
but that's not something you're kind of modeling your game after, just something that people are saying? Or?
Yeah, that's just something people are saying. I'm starting to work on my mid-range game a lot more.
Okay.
Like, kind of like modeling it off like Jason Tatum.
So. Okay, so score first more mentality as of late. So I just caught you on a good day where you were just dishing it out crazy.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting, dude, because at that time it made sense. And it was like you're 6'4", you're ball handling, you're distributing a lot, you're getting guys open, good looks. Like you probably could have scored 10, 15 points more in those games if you wanted to. But it was more, I want to get my guys involved and stuff like that. In the fall right after I saw you play, and that's all the knowledge I have of you, you were playing on Southwest here in Ontario, right? Junior and senior?
No, just junior.
Just junior?
Oh no, I played. You said like
at that time you're playing on both teams, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're getting a lot of run in junior, some run in senior.
Yeah.
Again, interesting prospect. I regarded you quite highly. Wes was in on you. Guys were interested in you, but again, correct me if I'm wrong. Senior, it was kind of sporadic run, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What did you learn in that time where you're not getting a ton of playing time and probably a division you thought you belonged in?
I mean, it got me a lot better, I'd say, like even in practice playing against older guys.
Yeah.
Like it showed a lot in the like when I played with the junior team, like how much my game was improving. Playing with the older guys. So I did say like it got me better playing with them, but I also learned a lot from like sitting more than I usually would. So
Oh, so you learned from sitting?
Yeah.
What kind of things do you think you picked up just kind of watching the game at that level?
I mean, I picked up like it was a very fast. It looked like a very fast game. You know what I mean? Playing against all the older guys and watching all those older guys play. So I picked up a lot of things like when it comes to like rebounding, outlet pass and stuff like that. Just going down the court, and like they had a lot of muscle on me, a lot of muscle mass. So like it was a great like motivation to get stronger and stuff like that.
I got you. Okay, so you're learning these things off the bench. You're adjusting to the speed of the game. Were you seeing payback on that right away? Like when you went back down to junior, for instance, in those times, like how quickly do you think you were able to adapt to it?
I mean, I think I saw a lot of like improvements when it comes to like being aggressive towards the basket.
Yeah,
Because like I've been pushed, I was getting pushed around by like the seniors in practice, so that when I was playing against my own age, it like showed that like
yeah,
I wouldn't get pushed around as much, and yeah, I can get to the basket a lot easier. And
yeah,
it just showed like even in that one tournament, like the Black History Month tournament,
right.
that's when like got like the MVP with my team, and we won the finals. And yeah, it showed a lot through that tournament.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure 6'4" Will Riley got pushed around a little bit more than how tall are you now? 6'9"? I just saw you in the hallway.
Yeah, yeah,
You're towering.
yeah.
6'9"?
6'9", 6'9".
6'9", dude. Okay, so when you go from 6'4" to 6'9", how like amped are you, dude? Like,
Yeah, I wasn't like my parents aren't really that tall. My dad's 6'2" and my mom's like 5'8".
yeah,
So I wasn't supposed to be 6'9", but like my shoe size was abnormally big for
yeah,
my age when I was younger. Like I was like size 15, size 14 when I was like in grade 8,
damn,
but I was smaller. So
yeah.
I knew I was gonna be tall, but I didn't know how tall. But 6'9", like I wasn't expecting that really. But yeah,
And again, 17,
yeah, I
it
still
might
have
not be
room.
done yet.
Yeah,
Like, dude, what would still 7'1" Will Riley look like? Wembanyama, right? Like,
yeah,
at that point, you're
yeah.
you're right there. So like, was there an awkward phase between 6'4" and 6'9" where you have to kind of relearn your game, or how seamless or how difficult was that transition?
It wasn't as difficult. Like the knee pain were probably the hardest part
Yeah,
about that. Like the growing pains hurt a lot. Like I had to take a lot of rest and
yeah,
ice my knees a lot. I had to stretch a lot to like be able to even move properly. Like
yeah,
I feel like I've adjusted now, but it was hard to adjust. So.
yeah. Because like AAU, for instance, and stuff at that age, it's like it's still like what 2, 3 games sometimes.
Yeah,
Rarely in a day, but like in a weekend, you're getting 4, 5 in. Like,
yeah,
do you remember any AAU trip or something that's particularly difficult while you're going from 6'4" to 6'9"?
yeah. I mean, it's always like the last game that I feel it usually the most,
Yeah,
but yeah, I just had to get over that, and I knew I would overcome it. So yeah,
and you're feeling good now.
yeah.
Um, so after the Southwest season, COVID kind of put a wrench into things a little bit. It was like OSBA was on, but it wasn't on. It was kind of you make this decision to go to the States. What's the name of your school?
Phelps.
Phelps School. Um, again, going from a different level of play. Did you learn anything at that stop in your career, or like how was that adjustment period going from, you know, Southwest is close to where you grew up, right?
Yeah.
Then you moved to the state. Where is the Phelps School?
It's in Philadelphia.
In Phil. So you're moving from Kitchener
Yeah,
to Philly.
yeah,
Culture shock.
yeah. I mean, it was a big culture shock. It was kind of hard to leave my family and my friends too, but I knew that's what I would have to do to like pursue my basketball career, and that's what I wanted to do at the end of the day, just to get better. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the competition level. How would you describe like the average Canadian player to the average American player? I've heard like maybe a little bit more physical over there, or any.
It, it
Yeah,
it's really different, yeah. But I'd say it's a lot more competitive down there. Like
yeah,
and like the shot making there is crazy. Like everybody, like if it's a small guard, he's gonna hit the shots. Like you got to get
yeah,
a hand up. And yeah, it's very intense down there. So I feel like it got me a lot better.
yeah. So being a top 30 guy right now in the rankings, that comes with a lot of offers. You've got a lot of offers already, a lot of interest already. How humbling has that experience been for you?
I mean, the ranking things, I don't really look too deeply into it. I see it as like motivation, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But um, yeah, it's been a heck of a year for
Right.
me. Like I came from like not really playing on like on a team in Canada to playing in the States, and shining and becoming like a pretty good prospect in 2025 class.
I think a pretty good prospect is putting it lightly.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't think there's 28 guys better than you right now, and I'm sure you're going to keep climbing on that ladder. Did you think when you were sitting on the bench at Southwest that this was in your future?
I mean, I'd say I did think like I always wanted like my dream was to be in the NBA and like
Yeah,
so I knew like whatever I would do like it would be good so like I have to push myself to where I'm gonna become so I knew that like however good my potential was that
yeah.
it would happen so I feel like I do agree and I do think that I would become somewhere close to this.
Okay. So as more and more teams are becoming interested in having you in their programs, that's a lot of phone calls. That's a lot of texts. Is there anything that maybe been weren't prepared for, or maybe you find a little bit annoying, or
I mean, all my coaches told me that like as of June June 15th, I
yeah,
think I was gonna get a lot of phone calls, and yeah, I did get a lot of phone calls, and so I wouldn't say I wasn't prepared for it, but yeah, like it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was overwhelming, but it was a good experience. I actually enjoyed talking to all the coaches, meeting new people, and stuff like that.
was there a moment where like, okay, it's June 15th, the phone rings a couple of times, like holy crap, like this is real, like this is happening, and then it just rings the whole day. Do you
Yeah,
have a moment like that?
yeah, yeah. I started from 12 a.m. till the end of the day.
We won't say who the first school was. I don't want to know who the first school was, but does that carry extra weight knowing that there was a team waiting for you at 12?
I mean, like it was good to see that like
Yeah,
teams actually care about me and like they care to see like to talk to me and they know my potential.
right. So you're 17 now. What class are you? What's I 2020,
2025.
2025. So you still have a couple years to sit on this. When it comes to that moment when it's finally time for you to decide what you want to do next, what are you looking for in like in terms of opportunity? Like my ideal placement will have A, B, or C.
Like in a college.
Yeah, it could be college. It could be even contemplating like maybe overtime elite, G League Ignite type of deal. Like
Yeah.
my ideal situation has what?
I mean like good like a good environment, like good people surrounding me, and like not only a program that's gonna get me better as like a basketball player, but also as like a person. Like and like I also like good good academics, stuff like that, and yeah, just a great program.
You're in an interesting position right now because 5 years ago, G League Ignite I don't think existed. Overtime Elite I don't think existed. Um, so they weren't actually serious options, for people
Yeah.
where I could just become a pro instead of going to college. Um, in your circumstance, it is. It's uh, a guy from right here in Fort Erie, Leonard Miller, decided to go pro instead of going to college. Do you weigh them as 50-50 options, like equally good options?
Yeah. I mean, that's like a long way from now. I haven't really
Right.
thought of it like that,
Yeah.
but like, it's obviously an option. I'm always looking at all my options, and
Right.
yeah, I haven't talked to them at all, but
Of
it's
course.
just
Of
good.
course. And it's just interesting to think like that because I would say even 3 years ago, they weren't they weren't equal. So
Yeah,
is it nice knowing that
yeah,
you have the option to do basketball 24/7
yeah.
potentially, or to go to a program that works in the basketball, maybe works on, personality, you get classmates and stuff.
hmm Yeah, it's great knowing that I could do anything, like both of those things.
Yeah. What goal do you have for yourself in the next 5 years? Where's Will Riley in 5 years?
Uh, my goal would be like to be in the NBA. That's always been my goal since I was younger. So that's still the goal and still the dream. But I look at it like in sections. Like my goal was to be like a a top 10 player in high school by my senior year. Then my goal is to be a Division 1 player. Then my goal is to be the NBA. So I do it in sections. So yeah, my next goal is to be top 10 player.
That first goal you said you wanted to be a top 10 player in your class by the end of high school.
Yeah.
When you made that goal, were you thinking Canada?
No, North America.
You're always thinking,
Yeah.
you're always thinking, I think you're on your way there, man.
Mhm.
Let's do some Will Riley back in the day history. Who first put a basketball in your hand? When is the game introduced to you?
I first started playing in grade 5, I think,
Yeah.
and but I played before that, like in like a little like kids league, like when I was
Right.
3. But yeah, that's when I first started playing.
So have you got somewhere to go? Just want to make sure we're good on time. So grade 5 league, how's fifth grade Will Riley?
It was good. I was on the KW Vipers.
Okay.
Great fact.
They're still around.
Yeah.
They're still around. That's still a good school or a good program. Um, any other sports that you wrestled with before decided basketball's it?
Up to like grade 8 or 9, I did high jump, and I took that really seriously.
Track and field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like breaking records and stuff for that high jump, and I quit that to play basketball. So
I mean, the trajectory and the two are
yeah,
quite different.
yeah.
But no, track and field, that's what I was doing when I was in,
Hmm.
in elementary school, high school too. It's nice to have like solo accolades,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Knowing like you can't say my teammates carried me here. That's just me
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah. And I also played soccer growing up.
That die out quickly or
No, actually, I played it up to like I was 12 or 13.
yeah.
Yeah.
Still follow any soccer at all or you?
No, not really.
No, okay. What are some maybe things that people don't expect? Like, what do you have like a weird hobby or something like that that people don't think a 6'9" basketball player would be into?
Yeah, I got a lot of those. I play the piano.
Okay.
I could do a whole bunch of like juggling tricks and like circus tricks. Like I know a lot of that stuff. But yeah.
What about Rubik's Cube? I feel like that's right up that alley.
No,
No,
I don't know.
no Rubik's Cube. I'm still working on mine.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so piano. Do you like sheet music, or you like hear
No.
songs that you like and you try to?
Yeah, I do that. I just hear songs and then play them. Try.
So in other life, you're TikTok famous for making remixes of
Yeah.
top 50 songs.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you working on now?
I just learned how to play Runaway by Kanye West.
Okay, that's just like one note at the beginning. Right?
Yeah.
That's like.
Yeah. No, but I learned the whole song.
Yeah, yeah. That's interesting, man. Okay, let's say outside of basketball, let's say we go to the league, you make enough money to not know what to do with, right? That follow me here, okay? After basketball, what do you think your life looks like? Like, do you want to be like big city kind of guy, like just enjoying that, or do you see yourself kind of off in a ranch somewhere, not to be bothered?
Yeah, kind of like that, just by myself or like with like a wife, hopefully. Yeah, nah, just chilling by myself. I just don't want to be in a city with like no neighbors. I don't want to have no neighbors.
You kind of want to zone out. You want to chill out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Travel.
Yeah. If it wasn't for basketball, what do you think you'd maybe, go to school for? Or what kind of career do you think you'd want?
Say that again?
Let's say basketball wasn't an option for whatever. You were 5'6". You never grew up over 5'6", okay? And basketball was an option for you. What do you think you would want to go to school for? What do you think you'd want to work in if basketball wasn't an option?
I never really thought of that, but maybe like an engineer or something.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if we have time. I was going to surprise you with this. I actually got some questions from your mom.
Oh.
She wanted to ask you. Let's see if we want to pull up one of these. Okay. Don't answer this one, but look right here, number 5. I felt like that was a backhand way of questions. Who do you love the most? But yeah, she asked some good ones. Like, who's your favorite basketball player right now?
Right now is Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you were NBA pre-draft, let's say the draft was like 2 days away, and someone asked you who the GOAT was, who's the GOAT?
LeBron James.
LeBron James is the GOAT. Okay,
Yeah.
Not Paul George?
No.
Did you see that?
Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller said Paul George. To be fair, he said my GOAT,
Oh yeah.
right?
No.
So then who would be your GOAT? I guess.
My go would be Kawhi.
Oh, you like Kawhi's game.
Yes.
Are you trying to take anything from that game, or are you trying?
Like the two-way aspect of his game, yes.
Mhm.
But other than that, no. But yeah, he would be my.
So we talked about it earlier about how I thought you kind of played like LaMelo when I first saw you. You're 6'9" now. It's going to make you play differently. You said you're focused more on scoring and whatnot. What do you see yourself as?
I see myself as like a shooting guard, but I can handle the ball
Mhm.
and bring it up the court. But I have been working on my ball handling a lot this summer, like my left hand and like finishing with my left and stuff like that. I've been working on that a lot, so I've been trying to like be more versatile in my game. So hopefully I could be like a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so you still see yourself as a guard, maybe a wing.
Yeah.
But more
Yeah.
I think it's there for you. And if you keep growing, maybe the first 7-1 shooting guard.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Not bad. Well, you got a workout to get to.
All right.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Best of luck. You play Peach Jam. You guys Peach Jam?
Yeah.
Peach Jam. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time.